Hi, Puppy Turtle. What is your name? I don't even know your name, so I'll just call you Joe. No, I'm just kidding. That's something I do as my troll on my troll account. But anyway, your video lies at the heart of atheism, part J, moral nihilism. And you make the point that you hate this title that you say you're stuck with. Allow me to present a solution here. Go through your videos on the My Videos link, and when you click on it, you should find that there's a button where you can edit these videos. Edit the title, change the title of the series. So okay, maybe you can't be bothered to go through 7 videos in this series and do that 7 times. You can still change the name. You're not bound to continue this series with the name A to Z. This is your problem, puppy. You feel you're bound to certain beliefs. I mean, I'll give you credit. Yes, you relinquished creationism. Well done. That was good. But you still feel bound to say you're a Christian and defend Christianity when you get completely trounced in debates. You end up answering questions that you don't know. You can't account for why slavery was not condemned in the Bible, and yet you call yourself a Christian instead of starting as an agnostic and seeing if it makes sense. Why are you binding yourself to something which provides you some things which you don't know the answers for? So in this video, you seek to make that moral nihilism is impossible because, in actual fact, the differences of behavior acting on moralities is not in actual fact subjective moralities. It is acting on disinformation. You use the example of Halo, which I'm completely unfamiliar about, but 9/11 hijackers I am familiar with. They were acting on disinformation. The problem is they would just as easily say we are acting on disinformation and they had the right information, and if we had the correct information, we would be flying the planes and being martyrs for the noble cause of killing infidels and what was it? I think it was really having an attack on the US because of the support for Israel. But basically, you call that disinformation, which they could just as easily do. You try and sort of substantiate this, and you say, now, moral relativists try and say because there are different codes of morality differing from place to place, that means there is no true morality. And you make a fair point, but albeit a poor comparison. You say, if children get maths questions wrong, there is still a correct maths answer, and we would never say that each math answer is subjective. And also geocentrism. You say that a geocentrist it isn't a subjective opinion. Having a subjective opinion of geocentrism doesn't negate the fact that, in actual fact, the Earth orbits the Sun. Thing is, that's completely demonstrable. You can witness the orbiting of the Sun. We have the technology to gauge the fact that the Earth orbits the Sun. Maths. I sort of regret doing this because apparently you can, in a philosophical way, actually, with philosophy, demonstrate that 1 and 1 does not equal 2. But I think the majority of people with differing points of morality will agree 1 and 1 equals 2. And yes, if someone says 1 and 1 equals 3, that does not take away the fact that 1 and 1 equals 2. You do not have that same sort of unanimous belief when it comes to morality. And there's no way of demonstrating it. This is 2. Please don't go all philosophic on me and try and say, oh, that's just a construct of 2, because it's pretty unanimous mathematics. This is 2. Everyone will pretty much tell you that. That can't be the same. The same cannot be said for morality. So you don't really have anything to fall back on when you call it disinformation that they were acting on. I hope I've made my point. This video, you didn't actually say this, but you are on record as saying that you think we have an objective morality pressed into not our consciousness, not our brains, but of all fucking things, our hearts. What do you think our hearts do, puppy? I mean, you read scientific textbooks, you like the subjects. Surely you must know about anatomy, and that the hearts are to pump blood. For goodness sake, morality pressed into our hearts? And okay, you'd say that, oh, even the people who flew the planes into the towers had that morality pressed in their hearts, but they had the disinformation. Well, then what is the fucking point of having morality pressed into our hearts if disinformation can trump it? Well, I guess I'll see you on Skype. We can argue some more. And I'll leave it at that. Good day.